So we want to introduce Jolene. Jolene had a wonderful home. We very rarely see horses that come in to the shelter that have had a great home, a great life. Jolene is an exception, and we're going to keep that going for her. She is going to be living here, kind of be my horse. But we're going to be able to use her to help the other horses that are in the training program be able to go out on their first trail rides. We haven't been able to do that because as soon as a horse gets trained to ride, it gets adopted. And so we don't have horses that are really rideable here that consistently we can just hop on. So she has been already a great girl taking the younger horses out on rides. So she's the confident horse that can go down the trail, and these younger horses that are out on their first ride.
She's the guide horse.
She's the guide horse, yep. So I know Peyton's ridden her.
Cody's ridden her. I've yet to ride her. That's on my list.
She's been super, super awesome. So you'll be seeing a lot of Jolene. You can kind of just see she's the shelter horse, but it's a horse that the staff can all fall in love with that isn't just gonna get adopted. So that's the hard part about working here is you get attached.
Yep, she's the only exception though.
And then she'll get to stay here. And she's just a jewel of a horse, and really grateful to her owner for surrendering her. And she's gonna have a great time here. So you should see a lot more trail rides now that we have a guide horse that we're able to take these younger horses out on, and it'll help them get adopted faster too because they'll be good on the trail. So here's Jolene. All right, so we just got done this afternoon after it rained and now it's hot. Checking out Theos. We earlier came out and did just a quick TPR and some pain med application. He still had an elevated heart rate, so we came back to do rads because we didn't get to do this yet. We concentrated mostly on his right front limb because that seems to be the one giving him the most trouble, and we did find some significant changes in and around his shoulder that's associated with all that atrophy or Sweeney. And we did find some pathology, arthritic changes down in his pastern, and he has side bones in his right front. We couldn't get him to step up on the plate with his left front because his right front is painful, so he really didn't want to lift his foot to bear more weight on that foot instead of just walking around. But he's a very good boy, and we did find some lesions in his dorsal spinous processes where they're not totally overriding or impinging on each other like normal kissing spine, but there's so much proliferation between the two dorsal spinous processes that they're actually touching. And he's got some pretty significant calcification up over his nuchal ligament, over his withers. So I didn't palpate his back to see if he's painful where we found those lesions, so we'll have to reassess that at a later date. But his right front isn't looking too hot on radiographs. And as we can see, he's still, as soon as he can, he rests it. So the pain management that we have him on is phenylbutazone. We have him on 2 grams, which that once a day is the most we usually give horses. If you have to give more than that, you're risking renal and GI issues. And he already has some soft stool, so we have to keep an eye on that. And if he continues to have soft stool, we might have to take him off of the bute or reduce his bute a lot. And it's already not really helping the pain. So that's a big concern for us about quality of life with him because he's so big and he's so gentle. He deserves to have a pain-free life. And if we can't manage his pain without really heavy controlled drugs, that's not really a good quality of life for him to have to be injected every day. So
yeah, he didn't love his pokes. He was a good boy for it with how big he is, but definitely reactive.
Yeah, he
was. So to have to inject him every day wouldn't be fair either.
Yeah. So he's not out of the woods, but we are not really getting ahead of his pain management. So I'm not loving that for him. So we'll see. Yeah.
Day 2 of trying to catch these dogs. We got 1 out of 4, so we're hoping we can rescue those other 3 because it's hot and the bugs are just eating them up.
Yeah, we've got one. We've got Gracie. We believe her to be the oldest one, or at least she appears to be the most aged. Vet team did an assessment and intake of her today, and she is in a stall recovering in our intake barn. So Nicole's coming with us today, just so that she can also put eyes on the dogs.
We got one of them back yesterday. She did have a lot of health concerns. So we're back today and they're gonna try and catch 3 more. They had me come out today basically to just kind of do a visual assessment of the dogs in case we can't catch any of them, see if any look like they do need serious medical attention right away, or anything like that. So I'm kind of just here as a bystander doing an assessment of the dogs, and we'll see if we can get any of them.
Emily might make a little makeshift.
Yeah, I'm gonna make like a little leash chain to hook it up to this. Because yesterday, and I figured out how she did it, the black female is really smart and she's the main one. She's the main priority that I want to catch first because she is solid black, and so she's more prone to overheating and having a heat stroke in this weather because it is warming up. When she hit the release and it slammed down, she turned around so quickly that once it slammed, she was able to pull it back up before the rings latched. So I'm going to attach leashes to the door, and once she hits the trigger, I must pull it and slam it shut so that she doesn't have the opportunity to turn around and push her way back out, and hopefully we'll get her. So yeah, we're just gonna basically do the same thing we did yesterday and make like a trail with some wet dog food, put it in the back, and hope that one of them forgets what we did yesterday and actually walks back in the trap.
So we are gonna call it for today. All 3 dogs kind of walked off towards the road. We didn't want to follow them that way because we do not want to, you know, encourage them to go in the road and get hit or anything. And then it started to rain and we have not seen them come back for about 10-15 minutes. So we are just gonna go ahead and load up. They do all look healthy from a distance, like they're not underweight. Someone, you know, must be bringing them food or something, or they're very good at hunting. So we'll go back and kind of discuss the plan for going forward, but today we did not get any of them. But I'm not too terribly concerned about them from a medical standpoint, so.
All right, Peyton, who do we have here and what are we working with right now?
So today we have here Dawn, and her mom is in the background. We are teaching them some like groundwork. We're teaching them how to lead, you know, since Dawn, she's still a baby, and you can see she has her nice little bareback pad on. She's real cute. She's doing really well. We have this obstacle course that we're training them on just to get them familiar with their surroundings and everything, just to get them comfortable with us and stuff like that. So that's what we're working on with a lot of these horses here, so they can get good, loving homes.
How have they been doing so far?
They've been doing great. Dawn, she's, you know, she's still a baby. She still needs to learn more, but she's doing amazing. Her mom is still a little iffy about stuff, but she's gonna do great.
You know, we have the work release program going with the jail here, and I am really, really excited to be able to finally introduce Cody to you all. Cody came to us, and she's like, I got horse experience and everything, and she worked her tail off here. And what was it kind of like coming into Horse Plus, meeting us, I guess meeting us for the working interview? What was that like?
Well, it was really awesome because, you know, I got horse experience. It's like God sent that. How do you go to jail and get to go to work at a horse rescue?
I don't know.
But it was really awesome, you know, coming in. It was a lot of hard work, y'all, just to get them to convince them that I know about horses. But once I did, then, you know, I get to work with these beautiful babies, and I love it.
Yeah. So you probably have seen Cody and also Amber in the episodes, but they've had like the mask on and their glasses on and
We were
like
hidden.
Because in the work release program, we're not allowed to show their faces. So Cody's been here and I have seen her skills with horses, and it takes a little bit for everybody to be like, you know, who is this person? What do they know? But I learned really quickly working with Cody that she knew her stuff about horses, and she became very quickly, if I had a horse thing with a horse that was a little bit agitated or something, I wanted Cody with me because her and I work really well together and working with the horses. And she trained a Mustang before she came here. And I don't know, about halfway through your send, I was like, you should work here. We were going to do a fundraiser and try to get sponsors for them. And then we got attacked at the park, and so much of our time and effort went into documenting everything of what happened. So we weren't able to fundraise for it, but we would love any donations to help with this work release program. And I just went ahead and I was like, you know what? Cody's got to be here. And so I offered her a job, and I think before she accepted this position, like she couldn't do as much with the horses, and you were itching to get to the horses. And like since then, how long has it been? Like a month?
Almost a month.
Almost a month. That you've gotten horses started under saddle and out on their trail rides, and just fantastic. So
It's awesome.
So what did it mean to you as far as like the work release program?
It meant everything to me. Like you're sitting in jail, you're doing nothing all day, and I get to come out and I work, and then I'm messing with animals that I just love. Like it was amazing.
So we're just really thrilled to have Cody as part of our team, and we have the work release program continuing. We have 2 other girls from the jail, and what happens with this is it's a little bit of work on our end because we have to go and pick them up, and they come here and they work for the day, and then we take you back. So ever since we started this work release program, I've been going to jail a lot. I don't stay there as long as, some people do.
You get to leave.
I get to leave. But we really, really like it. So
well, it's really good for us too, though, because you get to come out. You already started working, so you can continue to work or find you another job. It's not just sitting there not doing nothing.
Yeah.
You're getting the work experience, and
you got time off of your sentence too. So that's a really neat thing with the program.
Got paid a little bit, so
Yeah.
that makes a big difference when you're in jail and you have nothing.
So what's a day in your life look like here?
Well, we normally go out. We get the baby first, and we play with her and just try to get her halter broken, used to everything. And then I got Peyton over here. She is one of my big helpers. We bring, these 2 in, Sega Lily and Nina, and we groom them and just, mess with them, get them saddled up, and we take out. We just want to get them riding where nothing scares them, trail riding, so they can do whatever they want on them when they get them.
Yep.
And they're coming a long ways.
Well, you're doing a great job, and we're thrilled to have her here. And please consider making a donation to help with this work release program that we're doing. There's no grants that are covering the cost of this, but Cody's amazing. There's a lot more amazing women out there that can have the opportunity, and it really does help us out as well with the extra help. So
helps us and the inmates.
All right, we're gonna go find Amber and introduce her.
Oh.
Yeah.
She loves that.
Let's take you in the AC for a little bit.
All right, Emily. So who is this little talker?
So this is Binks. He is an owner surrender. This gentleman and his daughter have been taking care of him. And they're just, not exactly sure why they brought him here. I'm assuming it's somewhere along the lines of, they couldn't care for him anymore or something like that. I didn't get the whole story, but they decided to bring him here. He's been an outside cat, just they've been kind of feeding him. So he's not happy about being contained, but he's maybe a year old. He's still a little on the small side, but we're gonna get him FIV, FELV tested, vaccinated and neutered, and then he will be released into our outside cat colony. Anything? Yeah? Oh, really? Okay.
All right, we found Amber. Amber is the type of person that is all over the shelter working all the time. And so kind of from your perspective, like what was it like coming and working for Horse Plus? I know I came down and interviewed you.
I was baffled when I got the job. That's why I was like, oh, we're doing this? And you're like, we're doing this.
Yeah. So she came into the room and I did the interview and we're like, okay.
I was so nervous.
And she's like, wait, what? It's happening?
Yeah,
and I'm like,
I was like, we're really going to do
You're
this.
coming to Horse Plus. And she became an amazing part of our team. And we were like, when she was getting released, we're like, oh, we need her here. Like, she helps out so much and she's so good with the animals. And you bounce back and forth between the small animals and the large animals.
Pigs, goats, horses, dogs, cats, all the things.
A little bit of everything.
Even guinea pigs once.
And guinea pigs and who knows what all. The plus in Horse Plus is for any other animal that comes along. And we've seen some doozies over the years. But yeah, so typically you would see her with a bandana and big glasses, and that's because we can show her face, but now we can. So we're just really, really honored to have her here. And the work release program, what do you think it means for your situation, what did it mean to you?
The world, okay, because it's getting time taken off your sentence. You get the opportunity to go out into the world and to better yourself like I did. I made some crazy life choices after working here. I'm going to go back to school. So it's very inspiring.
Good, good. So, and you're hoping to become a veterinarian technician. That's your goals and your dream now.
It's going to take a few years, but I'm working on it.
It does. And so she's helped a lot with our vets and everything. And prior to coming here, was that on your radar at all?
When you're a kid and people ask you what you want to be when you grow up, it was one of those things.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't thought about it in eons.
And then coming here, that little Kindle of flame was like, I can do this.
Kind of woke it up and inspired me.
Yeah, so from the work release program, we had 2 originally at the very beginning, and then Cody and Amber, and we have just made them family here. And then we have 2 more. And we're just so excited that you're here.
I am too.
When she was leaving, I was like, we can't have her leave. She needs to be here, just like Cody. So just one big Horse Plus family here, but we're really, really happy that Amber's here and just part of our team. She's incredible, and who knows what the future holds.
And thank you all so much for having me. I love it here. I'm going to hug you now.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, for sure. But just continue watching us. Horse Plus is like I don't know, I always say it's like a wave in the ocean, and you just never know what's going to happen next. So you could be trying to surf the wave and like a shark jumps out of the water and you're like, whoa, and then sometimes it's all chill and easy and you just never know. But we're just so delighted. If you asked me like a year and a half ago that we would have women here from the jail, I'd been like, what? No, I don't think so. But we just keep going with the opportunities that are open, and we're so thrilled that we did, because now we have Cody and Amber here. Yay. And we couldn't like, it just wouldn't be the work we do is really difficult, and having a really good team is what it's all about. And Cody and Amber became part of that team through their work program, and we just couldn't let them go. So they're here.
We just got Cisco in as an owner surrender. Cisco's a pretty boy and he's super sweet. He's got a great temperament, but he does have cancer. So unfortunately, most rescues wouldn't take horses with cancer, knowing that they can't adopt them out and stuff. But Horse Plus is always willing. Like, they never turn away an animal no matter what their condition is. So that just shows a lot about, their goals here. And we're gonna get Cisco taken care of. He's gonna have lots of green grass, and the vets are gonna look at him just to be sure in our decision and stuff. But yeah, sometimes we get some hard owner surrenders in, and it's not always easy, but we're glad we can help animals.
All right, Nicole, so I understand we have an update on our draft Theos.
We do. So we had been doing rechecks on him just about every day. At intake, his heart rate was elevated. He had a temperature We noted a lot of discomfort in that front right leg, all the way up through his shoulder, and he had a lot of atrophy in that shoulder as well. He received 2 different pain medications the day of intake, and then we continued with one of those for several days and kind of watched to see if he would improve at all. He had no change to his level of comfort, even with the pain meds. We kind of maxed him out on those pain meds as well. If we had gone any higher in his dosing, we would have been risking renal issues or GI issues, which he already had a lot of problems, and so we didn't want to exacerbate anything. So when we did a recheck yesterday and the day before, his heart rate was still very elevated. It was in the upper 60s, low 70s, and still favoring that right leg quite a bit, not wanting to put a lot of weight on it. We had done x-rays earlier in the week as well that showed bony changes in both the shoulder and both of his front pasterns. In that area, he had a lot of bony changes. So it wasn't surprising that that right leg was really bothering him. And with not being able to manage his pain with the pain meds we could give on a regular basis, it was decided to provide him with the last act of kindness today.
So this morning, me and Cody are out here with Nina. Lynn calls her Nay Nay. I call her Wanda. Nina, Nay Nay, Wanda. And she's one of our favorites here. She's got a really good story. She had a hairline fracture on her jaw this past winter and broke one of her teeth because she was so wild when we started training her and stuff. And she hurt herself in training, and she dropped so much weight she couldn't really eat good. So we babied her and soaked her food all winter, and now she's starting to look good, but she's still coming back.
She's still got to get a little bit of weight, but
Cody's been training her here. And Cody, is there anything you can say about Nina, Nay Nay, Wanda?
she's still a little green, but she is really good and is coming far. And I mean, she's very willing. So today, we ride her bareback, trying to see, where she's going and a halter. And
she's from the West too, so we took her from completely wild, Cody's been messing with her, to that. So that's very impressive. She's kind of socially awkward, but like she bonds with one person at a time. She's not like everybody's horse, but like Cody can go out there and catch her. This morning she actually let me catch her, so she's getting to know me. Peyton's been working with her too. She likes Peyton. But she's also a mare, so mares can be a little bit choosy about who they like. But I think that if you spend enough time with her, she's gonna win you over.
She's confident and willing though.
Yeah, she's willing to get to know anybody.
All right, and who is this?
This is Sega Lily. This little one right here has been riding them. Tell them what you think about her.
She is an amazing little pony. I love riding her. Like, I am so comfortable being on her since I haven't been ridden since my last horse that I've had. But she's like an amazing horse, and I really think she's gonna go to a real good home.
This is Nina's first time being rode her bareback. It is Sega Lily's second time. So we're just playing around and seeing what happens.
So like I said, this is my first time, like not first time, but this is my first time on Sega Lily bareback, because the horse that I used to have, I used to do bareback on her, but I was real scared to do it. I'm more confident in a saddle. But I got to grow a little bit of a relationship with Sega Lily, and it's grown really well. And like I said, I would love her to go to like a small girl or boy, because I could see her in that kind of field and whatever she would like to do, or whatever like journey they would like to go on together. And yeah, I just love this little pony. I would want to adopt her, but she is too small for me. But I know she's gonna go to a good home, and her training has been real well. I love going trail riding with her. I'm real confident on her, and without her, my confidence wouldn't have built up as much as I've been working here. So yeah, without Sega Lily, Nana, all these other horses I trained, I mean, I don't know where I'd be, but I love it here. I love these horses, and I can't wait to see them to go to a good home. So if you guys want to adopt Sega Lily, you guys can go and look on our website and go and adopt her and everything. Like Sydney said, there's a subscription for her, and we'll see where the journey takes us.
She's doing great. She's very willing and she rides real well.